Hey guys, Spencer here with HM Massage, and if you have sciatica or you think you have sciatica, I'm going to help you out by going over what causes sciatica, what we can do to go about healing it, and then show you an awesome self-massage to do just that. Now I'm going to be doing a bit of a deeper analysis on sciatica, so there may be a bit of science involved. So there are a couple different conditions that can cause sciatica and sciatic pain, but it's always going to be compressing the sciatic nerve. Now the sciatic nerve starts from L4, L5, L5, S1, basically your lower lumbar back and your lower sacral area. It extends down through the hip, through the piriformis muscle, and then down into the remainder of your leg. This is why you're going to feel a lot of the numbness and tingling in the lower back and hip, as well as down into the leg, into the feet. And a lot of different muscles can be causing issues with sciatica, namely the quads, the hamstrings, the hips, and the lower back muscles. But we're going to be focusing mostly on the lower back and the hips. In the lower back, it'll be more of your erector spinae muscles, that long group of muscles that runs down your spine, and your QL muscle, a bit of a deeper seated muscle. But those are less important to know as the hip muscles are, namely glute medius. Everyone knows glute maximus, but glute medius and piriformis. So understanding that anatomy a bit, we can jump right into the massage. Now we're gonna start by taking our palms and just rubbing up and down on the low back. Starting from the spine, going outward. This is just a warm-up friction move. Next, make some knuckles, and we're gonna start pushing down on your low back into the top of your hips. Play around with the movements, doing some circles, some compressions, all along that iliac crest, top of the hip, glute area. The closer you get to your sacrum or tailbone, the more tender it normally is going to be, but also the better it'll feel afterwards, working those sacral ligaments. And finally, before we warm up, just press your knuckles into your low back and lean backwards. You might hear a few pops and cracks, and that's totally fine. So now for some of the deeper work, we're going to be using a tennis ball. You may have seen this before, and a lacrosse ball also works just as well. So we're going to be doing some trigger point holds on the tight muscles. So first things first, we're going to be going right next to the sacrum or the tailbone. From there, we'll move to the glute medius, which is slightly down and to the right. And finally, we're going to be working the piriformis, which is the really important muscle to work, especially if you have piriformis syndrome. So starting with the tailbone, it's going to go right there. So simply lay it and hold it for about 10 seconds. Right where the tailbone and the top of your hip meet. Once we've done that, we're going to take it and go a little bit lower, right at that glute medius. So a bit lower and a bit out. So right there, and lean on that. Finally, we're going to work the piriformis. This one is going to be right in the meat of your butt. So basically right in the middle of glute max, and it lies really deep. So simply right there, and then just lean on it. This one will probably make you turn to the side, but working this muscle is absolutely key for releasing sciatica. You may even feel some shooting pains down your leg, and that's a sure sign that you're on the right muscle. If you want to do a gnarly pin and stretch, do this. Simply put it right at piriformis there, and then take your leg and hold it over and roll that back and forth. This is more of an advanced move, but if you can do it, it's very effective. Of course, you have two legs, so make sure you use the tennis ball and hold those trigger points on both sides, or else you'll feel uneven. Anytime we do deep muscle work, you always want to stretch out those muscles afterwards. Simply swing your leg over your body, each side. Pull your knees up to your chest. And flip over and do a cobra pose and a back relaxed pose. Icing is also going to be your best friend with sciatica. Now, I wanted to say that sciatica can be alleviated through these things, but sciatica is more often a cause of a lifestyle. The excessive sitting that we do throughout the day is going to extend out the lower back, pulling and stretching those muscles, essentially weakening them. It's much better to go exercise more, stand up, and stretch out daily as an ultimate compromise to get rid of sciatica. Otherwise, I hope these techniques helped you out to deal with the initial pain. Make sure you like the video if it helped you out, and be sure to subscribe for more content. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good day.